Hola, Sunners más, estamos en el capítulo 4 de King's Bounty. Ya os aviso que se viene un vicio. Viciote. Demasiado fuerte el esto, ¿no? Voy a cambiar. A la mitad, quizás. Vale, aún sigue siendo esto, pero vale, de acuerdo.
I demand to be let into the Citadel.
Entrance is forbidden to anyone not on this list. Who are you?
I am Gilda Crespin, the Queen's former lady-in-waiting. My son went to the Mage Factory and vanished. I demand the Crown take action and find him.
I will pass your request on to His Excellency, Councillor Montier. Perhaps His Excellency will consent to your request and send a rescue party in search of your son.
Montier used to serve me tea, and now I must beg his kindness from the front stoop. Oh, Creator, is there no one who can help me?
Yo te puedo ayudar, ¿eh?
Are you in a hurry?
Are you from the Citadel? Where are you headed?
I beg your pardon. Who are you?
I am Gilda Crespin. My son Albert went to the Mage Factory and never returned. It was right around the time of the disaster.
I won't tread the cursed halls of the Mage Factory, contaminated with Loggy knows what, just for the sake of your son.
Oh, if only someone would hear me out. Yesterday, I was approached by some suspicious people who asked about my son. They said Albert had recently been seen near the Mage's Tower.
Perhaps it would be useful to find him. He most likely witnessed what transpired, after all.
If you see my Albert, pray tell him his dear mother is in a state of righteous outrage and demands he return home at once. That serpent Ursula
Exige cuidado.
bewitched him. First she compelled him to marry her, now she's lured him to the other end of the country. Oh.
Misión. Parece que no todas las secundarias. El libro de hechizos.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius, sovereign of Nostria, defender of the realm, the citizens of this noble city, and our most noble and esteemed guests, we are to let no one from Monpatri enter Marcella, so as to ward ourselves from the threat of deadly plague that poisons the air and land of the Mage Factory. Be wary and be vigilant, for these virtues go hand in hand. Keep your families safe, for death by plague is long and full of suffering. Signed, Count Montier. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius, sovereign of Nostria, defender of the realm, all visitors from roads leading to the Mage Factory are to be quarantined.
Vale.
Violation of the quarantine will be punished by exorbitant fines, and no one may enter the afflicted land. Signed, Archmage Cathorn. May his will be unhindered. Furthermore, the forecast by Archmage Cathorn in all his mighty wisdom, the skies shall be clear for the entirety of the coming week. The mana reserves are low, so no rain shall be summoned. The night sky shall be clear. The days shall be warm, and the flies shall be moderate in number. The heavenly bodies shall grant a boon to those who seek to travel far and are decisive. Seek new knowledge and unveil old secrets. That's all for today. May you live in peace, good people of Nostria.
Molaría de que se despejaran y fueran a ir donde tienen que ir. But okay, that's a secondary. Do it. Haces esa misión y esa misión es compartida en Twitter sin tu permiso. Y otra misión secundaria, joe.
Wait a moment. As I recall, you were sent by Prince Adrian. Isn't that right?
That depends on what you want.
There's this delicate business, and its resolution would serve the interests of the crown. Flavius the Wisecracker is missing. He's no ordinary man, but a courtier acting as an assistant to the king, the prince, and the royal counselor Montier himself. Flavius writes their speeches, you see, and the text of their decrees. That man handles words with the agility of a juggler. The magistrates find him very useful indeed. But Flavius has been missing for 3 days now, and I need him urgently. Business of utmost royal importance, I assure you.
Gone today, here tomorrow, I'm sure. Creative people, the young ones especially, are prone to wander.
He's not particularly young. He recently mentioned he's about to begin his most significant work yet. He spoke of some inconceivable revelations. He seemed agitated as well. He was mumbling something about a swan song, a terrible truth, planning to visit some ancient ruins. I've known Flavius for a long time. Please, find him if you can and bring him back to Marsala. The magistrature will pay you for your trouble, of course.
Oso. Libro. ¿Libro? No. Hay una bolsita de oro por aquí. Ah, mira. Toma. Libro. ¿Dónde corcho estás? Mira, ¿dónde está? Si quiero más
We
mana.
replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
Geomancy-wise, nothing. Is it a problem with the sigils?
I don't think so. It's like...
Could the world be running out of mana?
that's impossible. Mana is an endless resource.
Not everyone thinks so.
Do you believe in that blight nonsense too?
No, bless your soul. But it would explain a lot of things.
Muchas cosas que leer, así que no.
The work of Phlegyas, the chronicler. I wonder how many of his own embellishments he added in.
Así que ya. No me dará nada, ¿no? No, pues sí. Vaya, lo siento, pero me lo he quedado todo yo. Para mí. Vale, a ver, sí que abajo había más misiones secundarias.
Crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
Los lobos. Grito felices. Otra misión. Tú dime que tienes cosas ricas. Vale. Daño de veneno. 200. Debilidad. No se puede investigar. La iniciativa. Daño máximo. Daño mágico 30%. Vale. Ya lo tengo. Todos los efectos aplicados a una unidad aliada. Es posible que todo esto lo encuentre por ahí, pero... Invocar golem de barro. creo que... ya que me dices un poco de spoiler, esto lo puede obtener en una misión. Me gustaría comprarlo, sí. Me gustaría comprarlo. Vale, ya lo tengo. No se puede investigar por qué. Compro igual. Ya lo tengo. Pero no me decías que no se podía investigar. Ah, claro, porque no tenía el de esto. Mortaja. La unidad a distancia elegida, vale, mola. Armadura de unidad menos 25%. Joder, qué bien. Investigado, investigado. Ahora se puede investigar. La iniciativa para que vaya último, pero... Ah, probabilidad de golpe crítico. Precisión. A distancia, claro. Uf, unos 50%. Esto lo tengo, esto lo tengo. Esta no tienes nada más interesante. Bueno, hay esto. Pero ya lo veremos después. Vale, a ver. Investigado, ya lo tengo. En realidad los pergaminos me los voy a quedar por si me quedo sin maná por alguna cosa extraña. Mapa de Antara. Cascabeles. Miro por si acaso. Todo esto, excepto la curación, se puede investigar excepto esto. Ay, ¿qué digo? ¿Cuál era? Bueno, dat. B. Muerte. Envenenamiento. Indefesión. Moradaja. Debilidad. ¿Qué? Ah, vale. Fuego interior yo lo tengo. ¿No? Joder. Estoy quedando sin maná. Y por ahora no. Y ya me he quedado sin maná. Bueno, vale. Hemos aprendido un nuevo. Vale.
People in the lower town are uneasy.
Así. A ver, what is this? Objeto poco común. Liderazgo, salud. Poder arcano. Daño periódico de los hechizos. Resistencia. Y tiene otro de experiencia. Aumenta en una batalla la moral de todas las unidades aliadas. Activo durante una batalla. Objetos legendarios. Cuidado, 50.000. Túnica de Sanguinus. Usa el hechizo escudo de destino del rango 3 al principio del combate. Pueden atacar 2 veces en un turno, pero después no podrán moverse en el mismo turno. ¡Joe! Mola. Aumenta la iniciativa en 2 en los de todas las unidades aliadas. 3-11-3. 2-11. Armadura. Escudo. La iniciativa en 2 de todas las unidades. Usa el hechizo de escudo solar. Bueno, no tengo tanta pasta. Así que dad. Habrá. Sí, libro. A ver. J. No, 6.
Here come the
My
Highborn.
apologies, Your Grace.
That was quite a ruckus you made 6 months ago, my dear. Nobody even noticed my new dress. Quite distressing.
My dear? Wench, have you forgotten that you once addressed me as Madam Countess?
Don't you have terribly important affairs of state, or perhaps personal business to attend to? My tailor will be here any minute. But I'd be happy to invite you to my parlor, say, next month?
Watch it. You rumpled my...
Bla 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 bla. No es esto.
Be careful.
No parece.
Very friendly. Never play cards.
Está el libro.
Not under any circumstance.
Ah, vale.
I took the risk once and gambled half my fortune.
Crónicas de Flegarius sobre la guerra del rey Maximus, la valiente hazaña de Baldwin, parte 1. Ese año el rey Maximus deseó enfrentarse a los elfos y reunió un gran ejército. Pero cuando todo estaba preparado, los duques de Rijern, los hermanos Hugo y Morklut, invadieron el norte de manera inesperada. Sus fuerzas incluían numerosos hechiceros que habían sido exiliados de la torre de los magos por practicar magia oscura y nigromancia, que es lo que creo yo aquí. Estos magos sombríos multiplicaron varias veces el poder de los ejércitos de Rijern. Además, Hugo y Morklut les prometieron la unidad de sus expolios a los enanos, que también se unieron al ataque. Vaya. Las tengo que encontrar yo así, filosofías. Qué bien.
Damn immigrants.
Debonair style food. He's very
Qué bien.
Be careful of them.
Mira, hay algo de 20 de maná que puedo aprender. ¿Qué es esto? Poder luminoso. ¿Qué? A las unidades aliadas elegidas. A más de uno. Como máximo 3, hostia. ¿Pero durante cuántos turnos? ¿3, supongo, también? Aquí me falta uno. Y lo tengo todo, de fuego, aire y fuego. De muerte también lo tengo todo y de... Vamos a usarlo es el rayo de fuego. Vale. A ver si me dejo algún libro de por aquí.
Who's that?
Careful.
Voy a repetir lo mismo, el pavo este. Vale, todo esto es la ciudad. Supongo que aquí es donde tengo que buscar los libros. Si no, a mí no entender, Vaya. Mana. Fantástico.
There's no water in the well.
Excuses.
See for yourself.
Libro. Webster, no sé qué da, pero... Solo una, vaya caca. Bueno, aquí hay hay algo aquí. No sé si puedo acceder ahí o no. ¿Cuenta esto como libro? No. Es simplemente un libro. Bueno, simplemente es un libro. ¿Vale? ¿Libro? Galín. A ver qué te pasa, Galín. Estoy volviendo a donde estaba antes. Sí.
Oh. You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
Who? Give me the specifics fast, before I get angry.
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but... my useless son dropped the chick's cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
Some back-alley beggar is bound to have eaten them by now.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
Vaya. Pollos. Vivan las misiones.
That's a lot of guards.
Damn layabouts.
Hello there! Can I have a few words with you?
As long as it really is just a few.
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Famous treasure hunter, eh? Don't know the name.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port Legrand on a Lear.
Ah, yes. A real hero's hero. But whatever could you need from my humble self?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
How come you've got so much money at your disposal if you left the gold back in those ruins?
Nothing gets by you, eh? I found a wealthy buyer for the amulet. Produce the amulet and I'll produce the money. Here, take this as a down payment. I can see you're trustworthy.
Pero los libros. No, quiero libros. ¿Tú eres nuevo? Dental de alquimista. Aumenta en 20 el límite de metal usado en batalla activo durante una batalla, vale, es de viaje. Además de que ya lo tengo. Tendré que ser... No, he investigado esto, vaya. Ahí lo tengo también. que 2200 en esto, gastarlo... Es que seguro que... encuentro algo más valioso. Y vamos a vender esto, sí. Ahora mismo. Combate más uno. Combate más uno. ¿Cuál más? Este no me gusta, si que fuera. Vale, compañero. Espera, anillo. Venga, va. El anillo. Armadura. Que si no, ojo, Poder mágico 15. Vale, necesito el belt, que no me sale en castellano, el cinturón, el de esto, otro anillo y una skin de caballo. Sí, sí. Vale. Parece que esto es otro lugar. ¿Dónde están los libros? Si no me da misión... Bastante relevante. Pues que solo he encontrado 2 libros, tío. Y uno está... de saber dónde. Ni siquiera me lo muestra. Tengo que estar cerca, de... libro para que me aparezca. Nada. Cien. Gratis. Gratis. Uy, ¿cómo voy a buscar esto? Joder. Y... Pollos de valor incalculable.
An official and a bunch of royal guardsmen?
Stop this pushing, or I'll push
Centurion
back.
Prim, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King
You
Claudius,
ain't no
and His
Excellency, simpleton.
Excellency, Royal Councillor Montier,
State your business, without the flowery nonsense, if you please.
we have been entrusted with the investigation of the murder at the Batil Gates.
You who? The bureaucrats? The knights? Ah, those are my people who died at the gates, you imbecile. I'm the one who'll investigate.
Centurion Prim, show a little respect for a Marcellan magistrate. You guards are a dull bunch. The conspirators' lair was right under your noses. Only a day has passed since His Excellency Montier took the investigation in hand, and lo and behold, he's already exposed the conspirators. His Excellency Montier is not inclined to place his faith in you, Prim. Therefore, you are suspended from command until the conspirators have been neutralized.
Vaya.
In the interim, your guards will serve under Sir Oligar. Guard Commander Horace is being sent to the Batil Gates. If the knights find evidence of negligence, Prim, you will not stay a centurion for long.
You won't find anything. Forget it. I serve the king truly, and always have. You make a mistake pitting us and the god against each other, official. It bodes ill.
Está, no hacéis nada más.
Stop that pushing, or I'll push back.
Que sí, que sí.
Hey, so how much is there? Will it last a week?
Well...
Just give me some kind of estimate. Not that long, then. We'll be out of fresh water soon. Where is Eugene? What is he thinking?
Huh?
Excuse me,
Pete?
sir. Where's the refugee camp?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
There's no need to get angry. Such behavior isn't becoming of a city official.
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
Didn't a dragon crash into the aqueduct about 50 years ago? What is it this time? Wyverns? Griffins?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
Vale, tú eres el de esto, no. No lo eres. ¿Aparecen los otros en el mapa o no? Sí. Dexter, Kurt. Estos son misiones que ya he aceptado. Sí. Joe. Ah, esto es las guerras de Maximus. A ver, los libros, los frutos libros. Lobos, lobos, lobos. Na, 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 na. Humanos 2. Y tiene esto. 51, 71. Reclutas asaltantes. 850 por uno. Me estás vacilando. Pero si puedo tener solo uno, ya está. Bandidos. Emboscada. Estaría bien de que te aparecen las unidades en el mapa que puedes comprar. Si quiero lobos, que los quiero. Ah, mira, aquí también son rango 2. Por cierto, cuando más tengan el nivel, digamos, de esto, más liderazgo cuestan. ¿Dónde están los frutos libros? Na, 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 na. Vale. Mira el pollo.
What does everything else cost? If a single chick goes for 50 gold.
Nada. Really, bueno, voy a activar esto, digamos. Ahora quiero saber, ¿puedo ir a un mapa anterior o no? Porque no sé dónde me dejé una ahí. ¿Me ha dejado viajar? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿No se supone que no me dejaría viajar? Pues si me permite viajar a un de esto anterior. No sé quién jugó. Claro, pero no puedo abrir. Ah, sí puedo abrir, mira. No, no era esto. Ah, ¿en serio? Ostras, pues... ha valido la pena. ¿Por dónde he venido? Aquí. ¿Esto se puede abrir? No. Pues yo pensaba que no se podría, ¿eh? Pero se puede. El juego está instalado en un SSD. Así que no sé. Ay, las guerras estas de las pelotas. Sí, supongo que encontraré... En serio, no puedo ir más rápido en caballo aquí. Vaya cacuilla. Pues joder, creo que voy más rápido corriendo yo solo. Creo que es lo mismo exactamente, no sé. Cinturón de cuerda, ese equipamiento. Sí. Salud +1. Vale. Nada por aquí. Y ahí había subido, ¿verdad? Sí, ahí estaba el...
Keep your family safe.
Damn immigrants.
For death by plague is long and full of suffering.
Pollo de valor incalculable.
You've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, my lady. More
Misión. A libro, joe. Ah, ¿me aparecen los pollos? ¿En el mapa? ¿Cómo puedo entrar aquí? ¿Por qué no puedo entrar aquí?
Stop that pushing or I'll push back. Sure, let's rumble.
Venga.
Sure, let's rumble.
Venga.
Stop
Venga.
that pushing or I'll push back.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, my lady.
Necesito maná para poder invocar.
You've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a
¿Qué
walk?
es esto?
A walk? Well, I love going for walks.
Experiencia y ya está.
On horseback. That can easily be arranged.
Dos. Mm, 10%. Y es de conocimiento arcano. 10% de menos de maná. Vale, a ver. De tierra es donde estaba la invocación. Así que ale. ¿En serio solo 4? Aquí hay más puntos, ¿eh? O 8 de esto. Bueno, igual, independientemente así podré mejorar a la invocación al nivel 2. A ver si me sale. ¿Ves? Se pueden mejorar. Cuando aprenda este también lo podré mejorar. Vale, si no encuentro ningún libro en los próximos 20 minutos, me pido a hacer misiones más importantes. Porque no sé dónde está. Na, 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 na. ¿He investigado toda la ciudad? Yo creo que sí, ¿eh? Bueno, recordemos que aquí hay uno. Vamos a por los pollos. ¿Por qué no hay estamina en este juego para ir corriendo más rápido? Oh. Dar toda la fruta vuelta. ¿Entrado ahí? Con Snipsy, ahí sí. Vale, ve. Pollos.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
The lower town, both figuratively and literally.
Bludgeon doesn't need one
Creo que sería un libro. Jo.
Quit that cheaping, you green
Wait,
freak.
is that a chick in that
Stupid
barrel?
Chicken.
Hey you, townsman. What is that sound coming from that barrel? Cheap, 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 I think it is.
Buenas, Chuntulejo, ¿qué tal?
Chick.
¿Cómo va?
They're supposed to be worth a bundle. What do you care?
I care because a merchant named Gallon is missing a few of these rare chicks. And I've been tasked to find them.
You're working for Gallon. That pathetic excuse for a cook. Is he paying you in stew? Tell him his son insulted me. Me, Will Cutter, the pup, ran full into me. If I'd have been holding a drink, I might have spilled it. I took the chick as payment for his bad manners.
You're one bold brute.
One more word, and you'll wake up face down in a ditch,
Venga,
dead.
va.
And no one will touch me either. You want to know why? Ask Centurion Prim. If he's got time to waste on a nobody like you.
¿Puedo atacarlo directamente?
I told you to get lost, didn't I?
Misión lejos de aquí o no. Vale, está fuera. Quizás incluso por toda esta zona podría haber, estando en los libros. Incluso por aquí. Quizás todo esto cuenta como la ciudad, no sé. Bueno, que tengo que ir a hablar con el de esto. ¿Sabes qué? Fuera lo de los libros y me pongo con lo de los pollos. Hola. Vale. ¿Dónde estás? En el otro lado. ¿Cómo no? ¿Cómo no? Chuntulejo, ¿te gustan los juegos de estrategia? ¿Por turnos? ¿RPGs? Porque esto es todo esto. Por cierto, ya me estoy viciando un huevo. Ya... Hoy será todo el día de esto.
The
Si fuera
rabble in
algo
this
nuevo.
city are getting quite brazen. I barely stepped outside the palace when I was accosted by this rude fellow named Cutter. How long has it been this way?
Ever since the king was poisoned and his wise advisors and magistrates took over the country. Though he has his weaknesses, King Claudius is a very stern monarch. While he was in good health, people obeyed his every word, as if it were law, which in fact it is. Now everything is stuck. Every protocol and directive in question. The future vague.
Sure, you could place all your hopes in a good king. Or how about dealing with these problems yourself?
The last time I tried to deal with Cutter, I was almost sent to Crucis on a charge of conspiracy to assassinate an assistant magistrate. Tweets, of course. So if you want to deal with a dog, find its master first. Do you see what I mean? But should something unfortunate happen to Cutter, none of the guards would see or hear anything about it. I certainly wouldn't shed any tears for him.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Hey!
Out of my way.
Defender of the realm, the citizens of this noble city, and of...
Hey. We replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
Tastes like chicken.
Is it a problem with the sigils?
I don't think so. It's
You must be Magistrate Tweet.
Ah, can it really be you? Everyone I know is talking about the wonderful trick you played at their Grand Assembly. Well done, very well done indeed. I wonder where you found that elf. He looked every bit like a genuine scryer.
If that was a trick, then I'm Ulagi's mother. Your friend Cutter, though, seems quite fond of bad jokes.
What are you implying? I am blameless before the law.
Cutter, who calls himself your friend, refuses to give up a certain item I need. This Illyrian bird is worth more than that hard-headed thug entirely. On top of that, the chick in question was meant for the royal kitchen, and Prince Adrian in particular.
The chick is for Prince Adrian? Why, that changes everything. Of course, I don't want to deprive the prince of his meal. I'll take care of this misunderstanding in a jiffy. I'll send word to Cutter and explain everything. And let me get you something for your trouble. Just a moment. What have I got in my pockets? Here. This should reconcile us, and Prince Adrian will enjoy a hearty meal. Everyone is satisfied.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty.
So how much is there? Will it last a week? Just give me some. We'll be out of fresh water soon.
Welcome
So
to
how much
Marcella.
is there? Will it last a week?
They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone after the bandits instead. Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard all the savior jokes already.
It's the one with the cat.
Quit that cheaping, you green freak. Stupid chicken. So you're well connected, huh? A real bigwig. Damnation. The times we're living in. A nobody from nowhere arrives on the scene. And now an honest Marcellan has to dance to their tune.
Ugh, enough of your whining. Where's the chick?
It's right there. Take it. Just leave me alone. Do-gooders.
You ain't no village simpleton.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
We've heard
They
all
must
the
have caught a
savior
traitor.
jokes already.
It's the one
What do we
should
do
have
now?
gone after the bandits instead.
Here are your chicks. The whole lot. The locals must be dim-witted. Or someone else would have caught them before I did.
Oh, my precious little chickies, my treasures. I thank you with all my heart. You saved me.
Saved you? 200 gold made it worthwhile.
must have caught a traitor. He should have gone after the bandits instead. Where's that Jackard? How much longer do I have to store this cane for him?
What cane?
I know you've no answer for me. Jackard, our master golem craftsman, ordered an iron cane from me and never returned to collect it. I understand that his leg is troubling him, but how hard can it be to get from his workshop to the marketplace? Or he could have sent Ada to fetch it. What am I to do with this thing now?
How far is this workshop? 3 days on horseback, I assume.
It's very close. Just turn right at the Marcellan wall. Here, take the cane. It's propped against the counter. You might also consider buying some golems to guard you. They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone after the bandits instead.